gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Stuck in the Middle podcast. I'm one of your hosts, AK.
Yeah, I'm one of the hosts, Reflex. Welcome, man. It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. Yeah, man. I feel like we haven't done this in like a year, and it's just been a week.
that's I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, last week. Should we let him know what happened last week?
Yeah, definitely. Because we've been consistent with it. Yeah. Last week was just dead. Like, I mean, it wasn't quiet because we went back and we were promoting all the episodes and stuff. Yeah, so it wasn't quiet. But since we promoted the guest of last week and due to certain circumstances she couldn't make it. It was just right that at least. Yeah,
she was stuck in the airport. We were back and forth communicating, but she couldn't make it. But it's all good though. Thank you to everybody who stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like checked out past episodes, caught up and everything. But
definitely.
Yeah, man. It's good to be back. We got a guest in the building.
Yeah, man. Who doesn't like laughter? Who doesn't like laughter?
Everybody like to laugh, man. It's like if you're funny these days, you getting all the looks.
Yeah.
No, I mean if you can make people feel good, you're getting the looks.
Because life is already stressful. You know what I mean? Like just wake up in the morning to go to work. Especially if you don't like your job. It's stressful, bro.
You might as well just quit.
When you quit, what you gonna do?
Hey, you gotta get the bag someday somehow.
Hey, to in the building we have an entertainer. You might know him from his funny and relatable videos. Listeners and watchers, please welcome Niger's own King Paul to Stuck in the Middle podcast.
Still gonna give you a hand of applause. This is only right. You know what I mean? It's only right. Welcome to Stuck in the Middle podcast, bro.
How you feeling?
Good. How you feeling?
Man, I'm great, bro. I'm great, man.
Good.
This man looking like blood out here, man. Look how much red this dude got on.
Bro, leave me alone. Son.
You are bright. Like a red
Nah, yellow's bright. Yellow's bright.
I ain't got no yellow. But yeah, we got Paul in the building, man.
What's up?
Bro, you are known as an entertainer. Is an entertainer like the right way to like what category do
I mean, people say comedian, but I don't like that.
Why not?
I like entertainer because I could entertain people in different ways other than just making them laugh. You feel me?
What other ways can you entertain people?
I mean, like I could do a lot of things. Like if you don't already know, I could skateboard. So when I tell people that, they're like, "What?" Like, no, you can't. And then when I do a trick, they're like, "Oh, damn, he could really skateboard." You feel me? And I could draw. You feel me? So when I draw something, they're like, "Oh, he could really draw." Like people don't believe that I could do anything else besides make them laugh. So, I mean.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Making people laugh is how you've, you know what I'm saying, been able to be where you are right now.
Yeah.
How did it all start?
When Vine first came out, nobody was really famous. Everybody was just making their own little videos with their friends, and then they made an update where you could re-Vine. It's like retweeting. So your videos would get reposted to other people's pages, and that's when people started getting famous, and everybody in school was telling me to start making Vines because I was like a class clown. So at first I didn't really want to do it, but then I started doing it, and I was getting a little buzz, so I was like, hey, I might as well just keep doing it, and now I'm at where I'm at now.
Like when Vine, because Vine is not, it's not a thing no more.
Yeah, I think they deleted the app.
Yeah, in 2017.
Yeah.
How to make you feel, man? Like, you know what I'm saying, platform.
I mean, I ain't care. Everybody got off that joint in like 2015, like 2016.
They probably made enough bag and was like, sure, let's sell this joint.
No, I think they said it wasn't enough people on there. Like it was a waste of money. I think that's why they deleted it. I don't know.
Is it easier now, like to do, like how do you do, because you upload skits every Monday.
Yeah.
How much goes into that? How much, you know what I'm saying, like goes into planning, execution, like production?
I mean, I record my skits every weekend when I go home from school, but during the week, like that, I wouldn't say I really think of what I'm gonna make my skits about. It's usually stuff that just happens, and then I put it down in my notes right as soon as it happens, so I don't forget. And then when I get home, I figure out how I can make it into a video.
Dang,
that's skills right there. I mean, like you literally have to, fact check yourself all the time, be productive, like writing stuff down, saying, oh, I'm gonna do this. It's not a skill that, man, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
20.
Man, when I was 20, I wasn't writing nothing then. You know what I mean? It didn't matter what. I wasn't writing 20 now. But let's take it back a little bit, right? Were you born here?
Nah, I was born in Nigeria.
You was born in Nigeria?
Yeah.
When'd you move here?
I came here in 2001.
So Nigeria has a lot of influence.
No.
No?
Nah.
Like
I left Nigeria and literally left it. Like I never been back.
You planning to go back?
Nah. I'm too scared, bro. Nah, Nigeria. Africa is the trenches.
What part of Nigeria you from?
Lagos.
Nah, yeah. I see what you mean, but nah, like you know what I'm saying.
No juju. I don't want to get killed, kidnapped. I'm good. I'm fine.
Man, you
all your siblings here?
Yeah.
You putting out false narratives. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you, man.
Nah. My cousin went last summer. And he was like, if I ever go, don't ever announce that I'm going. Like he said, he put it on Snap. He's not famous or nothing. He said he put it on Snap, and people was looking for him and all that. Like, and then he went to the club and like. As soon as people found out he was American, like they were trying to rob him, all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh yeah, when you go there and so you trying to stunt, you try to do all that. That's when you get robbed.
Nah, he was chilling though. He said everybody knew he was American because his hair. Like everyone has a low cut out there, but he had like a high top fade, so they were looking at him like, yeah, he's not from around here.
As soon as you speak to, they're gonna know you're not from around
definitely.
here.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
But coming here, comedy. Well, we do have comedy back home, but it's not as popping as it is here. Growing up, like what influenced you to actually get into the whole comedy thing?
Nothing really. It was just natural.
It was just natural.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure y'all know my mom is real funny, so I get it from her.
Yeah,
and most of my skits are actual, like I said, stuff that really happens, and then I'm like, I just put it in my notes. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna reenact this and just post it.
As far as watching, I was watching, your page this morning, and you had that one with the grills and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like, remember I told you I was gonna have grills and stuff, and you were just showing them how to look. It was just that typical African parent look, like. Is this something you guys talk about, or you just do it?
Oh no, anything with my mom is just it's fresh off the top. She's a horrible actor. I tried to make skits with her before, it didn't work out.
Was there pushback though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at first when you started, like, yo, get that camera off me kind of thing. Or was just like, they embraced it at home?
It wasn't really get it off me. It was just like, why? You feel me? She's like, why are you always recording me? And then like she doesn't understand that she's naturally funny, because I'll post something and then I'll be like, look, everybody's laughing. She's like, why are they laughing? I'm just being myself. I'm like, you're just naturally funny.
Dang, that's tough, yo. But now you live on campus at Bowie State.
Yeah.
Going from home to being on campus, what changed? You know what I mean? As far as like the creation, is it the canvas more, plain, or like,
Nah, it kind of pushed me back a little, because when I was home every day, I could just make skits every day. Like as soon as something happens, I could record it. Now it's like when something happens, I gotta wait to go home to record it. I wouldn't say I don't like recording at school, but I don't really think I can record at school, because the room is just, you feel me, one floor. Like, let's say something where I want to make a skit and I gotta go upstairs, I can't do that at school.
Yeah,
you feel me? So.
What are you studying right now?
Business marketing.
And that just ties in perfect with.
Yeah, definitely.
Before you actually decided to do business marketing, and you were doing the skits and stuff like that, did your mom ever come at you saying, "This child, when are you gonna go get you a degree, or when you go to school, what are you gonna study?" Like,
nah. My mom just she lets me do whatever I want, as long as I stay out of trouble. She just supports whatever I want to do. So she was never really on my back. My sister was though. My sister graduated from UMD in like 2012, so she would always be like, "What do you want to study?" I'm like, "Man, I don't want to talk about that right now."
But you popping though online, you got clout. You know what I mean? Like, how does a person like an entertainer like you make bag of that? I guess why I'm asking that is just to follow from his question. Do you have to be in school right now?
No. School kind of holds me back from a lot of things. I've had the opportunity to be on Disney Channel. The opportunity to be in Dick's Sporting Good commercials, endless movies, but I just never could fly out because I had school.
Dang, yo, like
we're African, so dropping out is not an option.
You gotta be the trendsetter, man.
Nah. I mean, I already thought about it. It's either I stay in school. Because right now, I'm kind of like set. I just need to graduate. So it's either I stay in school, I get my bachelor's, and then, you feel me, then I start making my big moves. Or, no. I stay in school, get my bachelor's, make my family proud for graduating, then make my big moves. Or just drop out, have them, you feel me, cut me off. Because, they're going to disown me. But start doing my thing, and then when I make it come back, they still going to be proud regardless. But I just don't feel like going through that whole disown era. You feel me? That whole little moment where nobody's talking to me. They think I'm a deadbeat, all that whole time. They don't really know. Because, Africans don't really understand that you could be successful without just being a lawyer and doctor. Like, that's all they know. A lawyer, doctor, engineer. They don't know nothing about acting, rapping, none of that. So I mean, but I just don't feel like going through any.
It's funny you say that because that's part of our mission
what
statement.
this
This podcast is all about, just breaking the mold. Because as Africans, a typical African household, lawyer, doctor, engineer, like you said, that's all what, we were taught. Like growing up, that's what we expected and stuff like that. So doing something out of the norms is kind of a taboo. But I feel like we starting to get into a place where our parents, begin to understand that there was so much you could do as well, provided if
you succeed.
If you succeed,
that's the thing I hate about Africans. Like I feel like, especially parents, they don't support you unless they see the money coming in.
But yo, Disney Channel, Dick's Sporting Goods commercial, fam, like
bruh,
ain't no guarantee that opportunity.
Listen. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I don't even think that's gonna come back. But my mom was there. Like we had the contract in front of us for Disney Channel. They said I needed to be available like 20 hours a day or something to record. She was like, "How is he going to be in school?" She was like, "Homeschool him." And then my mom literally just got up and walked out.
Oh dang!
Hold on.
I'm looking like.
Let me ask this: what was the bag looking like? What are the numbers? If you're even allowed to say.
I mean, no. I ain't had the numbers for that, but for Dick's Sporting Goods, it was $3,000 per commercial. And she still was like, "Nah, I'm good. Like my son's gonna go to school."
That you should have took that joint, because that's a commercial you go.
But I wanted, if I was 18 at the time, I would have signed that.
Oh yeah.
I was like 16, 17.
Oh dang.
Yeah, if I was 18, I would have let her walk down and sign it.
Now you talented though, bro. That stuff's gonna come back. It's gonna come back. Just keep
doing
what you
got. That's what I'm saying. Like I got offers when I graduate.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's still in 2 years, so you never know what could happen in the next 2 years.
Dang.
Here's a quote from you, right? If you're African and you're uncultured, you got criticized by people from your culture for being too Americanized, while being made fun of by Americans for being African, and you also felt like an outcast, and you say you do this kids for them, people who feel like that. Here in Stuck in the Middle, we also feel like we have two different worlds, we're trying to bridge them together. So could you touch a little bit on this quote from you?
All right, so basically with me, it's like my mom. I blame it all on my mom, honestly, because it's like she expected me to gain like my culture, but it's like, how am I supposed to learn it if you're not teaching it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I hear you talking our native language to your friends, but you're not speaking it to me, so I don't know what you're saying. I'm not about to eavesdrop on your conversation, so that's that. I can't speak my native language. You don't buy me none of the native clothing. You feel me? You just have all your native clothing that you wear to church, and we just dress up in regular button-down shirts and fully dress shoes, so I don't have our clothes. You don't play none of the music around me. The only time I hear our music is when we're at a party, so I don't know nothing about our music. So to Africans, I'm Americanized. But to Americans, when they see me leaving out my house to go to church, they're like, what is his mom wearing? So I'm African. They hear my mom speak with an accent. What is she saying? I'm African. So it's like, to Africans, I'm American. To Americans, I'm African. And it's like, you feel me? Neither one of them could relate, honestly. I mean, I relate more to Americans, but that's if they ignore the fact that I'm African. But now everybody knows I'm African. So whenever Americans talk to me, can you say something in African? All the ignorant stuff that they say. So it's like, man, just leave me alone. You feel me? So I make skits for the people who, basically like people who are African, or they grew up here, or they were born here, their parents are real culture, but they're not. You feel me?
So you're bridging that gap bro.
Yeah.
I dig it. How you know what I'm saying, like, are you able to do that? How much thought, like, I want to go back to that initial question. How much thought do you put in, Like, I know you said if it just happens and you write it down.
Yeah, I put in a lot of thought actually, but it's just like, I realized that you can't really be self-made. You feel me? You need help. Like, it's a lot of ideas that I got that could be successful, but I need help. And it's like, believe it or not, a lot of people don't want to help me, or they just basically don't want to help me. Like, and one way that I did do that is this past summer I had a back to school drive, and you feel me? That doesn't need any type of culture. It's just come get supplies if you need them and go home. But I was like, you know what? I know Americans gonna come, so I'm gonna have Nigerian food. Everything there was all Nigerian food, but Americans were eating it. You feel me? So that's how Americans could get a taste of the African culture. So doing stuff like that. But other than that, I have ideas, but I gotta figure out how to do them by myself.
You ever thought about doing stand up?
Nah, I don't want to do stand up.
Why not?
Why not?
I feel like once I do stand up, like, that's what I'm gonna be seen as, a stand up comedian. So then I'm gonna just start getting booked for stand up, and I I don't want to do that.
But people might just view you as like an internet, entertainer. You know what I mean? Like just another.
Yeah, but I feel like when people see an internet entertainer that's funny, they expect them to do stand up. You feel me? And but in my situation, I feel like it's because of the other internet stars. Like I don't feel like there's any other internet person besides me and a couple other people that makes strictly skits. You feel me? There's certain people who just sit and they roast other people. That's where the stand up parts come in. You feel me? So they see other people roast and they're like, okay, then they could probably get on the mic, roast people. You feel me? Make fun of people. That's not what I do. I depict situations. Like I make relatable skits, everyday situations that you could go through. I'm not sitting here making fun of this person or that person trying to get clout. I just want to show y'all. Like I'm acting. Literally, that's what.
What if Netflix gave you endless bag? Because they giving a lot of. They giving
gone. You gone. I'm gone. Like I already told my mom, if I get that one deal, I'm dropping out.
500,000, like Monique.
Gone.
You do it. 500,000.
What? I'm gone.
Should she have
Bowie
taken
State
it?
will never see my face again.
Should Monique have taken 500,000?
I mean, yeah, it's money.
Nah,
obviously she didn't argue about it. You feel me? She's just complaining now because she see what they offer other people, but to her, she took it. Regardless of what they offered anyone else, she took it. So,
man, who inspires you right now? Like, who inspired you, and who as in like comedy, like who?
I don't really look up. Like I said, I don't really watch stand up stuff.
You don't?
Nah, but I mean, I could say Kevin Hart though. That's probably the only person I could say like I would want to be like, because even though he does do stand up, you could catch him in movies that don't have anything to do with comedy, like a lot of action movies and stuff. That's how I want to be.
Let me ask you this: if you do, all right. So, correct me if I'm wrong. I could relate skits to stand up somewhat, some way, because I mean, even though it's shorter, stand up has like little short segments where there's comedians that keep switching topics and stuff, just keep the crowd going. If you do not look up to somebody, then how do you know what milestones you're hitting? How can you compare your growth?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've just always like done my own thing. Like I really don't. I had like I don't know if I should call it weird. I guess I had a weird childhood. Like it's a lot of things that I missed out on because I was just always outside. Like I just wanted to have fun. I always wanted to play, and I didn't have anyone older like to show me things like Go-Go Instant for instance. I'm just now listening to all that. Like, but I lived in PG like all my life. Never knew nothing about Go-Go. I was just always outside playing, and a lot of the African music now that was out when my parents were, you feel me, young. I'm just now hearing it because nobody was playing it around me. You feel me? I like had to teach myself a lot of things. So when it comes to like another thing, I never had no one taking me to movie. African parents don't go to watch movies.
Oh no. You ain't finding no African person in the movie yet. I've been trying to take my dad. He like,
I didn't have anyone taking me to no comedy shows, no movies to see anyone that I could look up to. You feel me? So yeah.
Man, not to pick in your pockets, but with these kids and stuff, man, like how do you make money off of it? And this is just one of those kids out there.
I'm about to break it down because a lot of people think you get paid from Instagram and from like no app, no social media site pays you besides YouTube. And still with YouTube, their payment policy is real dumb. Basically, it's 10 cents for every 100 views.
Right.
So basically $1 per 1,000 views. So if you don't have a lot of clout, you're not making money. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not making money from YouTube. I get like 10K views on all of my videos, so that's like $10 per video. So if I make 10 videos, I make $100, and the like when you want to get your check or get your direct deposit from YouTube, the least amount that you could get is $100. So like I said, I make 10K. If I make 10 videos and they all get 10K, that's my $100, and I get my money. So the way I get my money is through people. So let's say you have a clothing line and you want me to wear your shirt. I'm like, okay, I'll charge you this amount to wear your shirt. And then they pay me, I wear the shirt. That's how I get my money. Or, I mean, I make most of my money from rappers. So if you want me to put a song in this skit, I'm like, okay, I need this much. Or if you want me to put on my Snap, I'm like, I need this much. And that's how I make my money. I don't really get money from the app itself.
Damn.
What's your favorite skit so far?
I'd say I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but when your African dad catches you making a thirst trap. I made that like 2-3 years ago.
Hey yo, cause I've watched a bunch of you joints. I won't put you on the spot. Maybe we can do it later. You can think about it, but like, I don't know. But something.
What?
Like from the skit.
Oh, basically, I was listening to it was a Lil Wayne song, and I was basically making a snap, and I was pulling up my shirt trying to show my abs, and then my dad bust through the door. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like I didn't know what to say, so he was like, are you doing porn? I'm like, no, I'm not doing porn, but it looks like it because you feel me? I'm taking my shirt off in the video. So then I was acting as my dad calling my mom, so I'm like, my mom's name isn't Funkat, but I'm like, Funkat, come here, and that's when she ran upstairs like, what's going on? He's like, your son is doing porn. I'm like, I'm not doing porn. And then basically the video ended up with my dad slapping me saying shut up. So yeah, that was that.
What does that name even mean, Funkat?
Yo, it be like a lot of people like Funkat. It be a lot of like the Cracks TV videos.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, I'm not gonna you did one yesterday. Shion, is it Shion or Shion?
Oh, Shion.
Shion.
I had seen a tweet and somebody said the Nigerian name Shion sounds like a race car driving past real fast. I was like, I said, hold up, it actually does. So then I made a video and I was like, shoo, and I just put it on. I put the voiceover on like a lot of things that move fast, like a cheetah running and a car driving past. So yeah, and my cousin's name is Shion, but everybody calls him Sean.
That name is popping now because of the girls from the Olympics, the Shion. Yeah. So you drop skits every Monday. What can people look forward to this Monday coming up? Tomorrow?
Nothing.
Hey.
I honestly, if I was looking at y'all page and I see y'all make y'all posts whenever, you feel me. So that's what I was gonna post if y'all would have edited in time. I'm taking a break right now. It's about to be midterm week.
Hey, you gotta get them A's.
Yeah,
your parents will kill you if you don't get A's.
Definitely. So I haven't made a video in like a week. I'm chilling right now. The internet is too much for me.
Do you take breaks, like, sabbatical? Some people, it's like, yo, like Didi would tweet like, oh, under maintenance, taking a sabbatical. Because internet, you can get a lot.
I be doing that. It's just, it gets boring after a while. Like, social media doesn't excite me no more. Everybody's just fake deep now. Like, I get on Twitter to laugh. After, like, before, you could just be on Twitter, just be dying laughing all day.
Yeah, that's facts.
Now it's too much. Like, okay, like it's everybody. It's just too much racism on Twitter. That's all it is for everybody trying to.
Everybody trying to be mad about something.
Yeah, fake deep about everything. Like, it could be a white person having cornrows, and then some girl tweets like, "Why do you have cornrows?" Blah blah blah. That gets like 10K. Everyone starts arguing. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious.
Like the Bruno Mars, thing everybody mad about now.
Bruno Mars thing.
They said Bruno Mars is cold. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't even like to talk about it.
People just mad sensitive these days, man. It's just insane.
Does that bother you though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's annoying, bro. Like back in the day, like nobody cared. You feel me? Let's think. All right, like Mike, he had that one white friend. He always had braids, cornrows. You feel me? Nobody said nothing. That was like 2005. Now all of a sudden, white people can't have cornrows, or you feel me? They can't wear this. They can't wear that. I'm like, son, y'all are tripping. Like, it's not that serious.
I hear you, bruh. Do you concerned about your following? People, it's like if you upload a video in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like you're gonna lose following, or that don't faze you either.
Nah, I don't really care about the internet. Believe it or not.
Dang.
Like I
respect that.
Yeah, even when I'm on it, I mean, I'm not really on it. This is what I do. I post my videos. I just check the notifications and make sure nobody says nothing wild in the comments. And I get off and go back to doing whatever I was doing.
Can you control the notifications? Because I've always wanted that. I don't got enough clout. You know what I'm saying?
No, you can't control it. What do you mean by control?
Like
block out things that people can say.
Like, say people who respond, only like people in your caliber who are verified or whatever. You can see.
Oh yeah. I can control that.
Oh, okay.
So the way basically all my notifications are turned off only for Instagram. Because Instagram is the only thing that you can actually delete. You feel me? If someone comments under your post, you can delete it. If someone mentions you on Twitter, there's nothing you can do about it, but just be mad. So I just always go back and check my comments on Instagram.
What's the wildest thing somebody ever said about you that just irked you?
Wildest. Man, I don't even know. People say, I wouldn't even say, I don't get wild comments. I get dumb stuff. Like, matter of fact, look, the other day, someone commented under my YouTube video. They said, "Are you African or are your parents just African?" I'm like, son, what? And like stuff like that just gets me so mad.
Are you
like,
African or your parents?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get stuff like that, and it's just so irritating, bro. I don't get no threats or nothing. Like nobody be wilding. They just ask me dumb stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you young as hell, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing this funny videos and stuff. You know, I'm pretty sure. Morgan? You said Morgan, right? Morgan State?
Bowie State. Yeah.
I was going to Morgan, but man, I went to their financial aid building to get a parking pass. Like my room was paid for, all that orientation paid for. They had a damn light hanging. The elevator was shaking. I was like, yeah, I'm not going here. And this was like literally like a month before school started. I'm like, I gotta go somewhere else. So I looked at everywhere else that I was accepted. Then Bowie had like a day orientation. I went, everything looked clean. If I would have knew it was so small, I wouldn't have went because they only took us to like 2 buildings. So I'm like, yeah, this joint look clean. They took us to the newest buildings, you feel me? So everything looked clean. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
They do that.
Then on the first day of school, I went to
roaches start popping out?
Nah, Bowie's clean. It's just small. I don't like that. So the first day of school, I went to my class. I'm like, all right, where's the rest of the campus? They're like, that's it. I'm like, son, well, it's just like a big circle for real.
Like I said, Bowie is like 13th grade.
Yeah, people be saying that.
Every time I heard Bowie State University, I thought it was far. But when you drive, like when I drive my cousin's house, like just right there.
Yeah.
I drive by, I'm like, is that Bowie State?
Yeah.
I gotta ask you the obvious though, cause you in college, you know what I mean. You popping online cloud and all that. How's the ladies treating you?
I don't pay them no mind in my school. I never messed with girls that go to my school.
Why not?
Cause I don't want to hear no rumor or nothing. Like
the rumor has it.
you know, people be sites and stuff. So I don't want to ever be like, let's say,
calling no drama.
Let's say like my girl is studying with somebody else and they're dead ass just studying. I don't want nobody to be like, yeah, bro, I seen your girl with da-da-da the computer. Like, I don't want to hear none of that. I'd rather have a girl that goes to another school where, you feel me, nobody's sending, you feel me, like always checking up on her, reporting her to me. I don't want to hear that.
People sliding in your DMs, girls sliding in your DMs and stuff?
Nah, I turned all my DMs off.
Dang. All right.
You could do that.
Yeah.
When you got clout, you got all like privileges and stuff like that.
Yeah, like on Twitter, I can make it to. I mean, y'all can do that too on Twitter. You can make it to where if you don't follow them back, they can't DM you.
Word?
Yeah.
I'm finna do that. Ain't nobody sliding in my joint anyway.
So the prestige of being verified. Oh, no, y'all could do that. Y'all could do that.
Nah, man, but it's been so fun having you, man. Like I said, looking forward to this conversation. Looking forward to more skits from you.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just made like 6 skits yesterday. I ain't gonna put them out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And what's the best advice you've had so far doing, all this skits and all everything?
Or just coming up?
The best advice is 2. I wouldn't even say the first one is advice. To anybody coming up, just enjoy it in the beginning because that stuff does not last. Like all the clout, all the recognition you get is only fun in the beginning. After a while, it gets annoying. I mean, I wouldn't even say annoying. After a while, the people that are like your fans, they'll start to feel like they know you more, and then you feel me, start trying to get personal. And it's like, chill out, bro. Like, like you feel me, you don't know me. Like you just watch my videos all the time, and you see how I act. So now you feel like you know me. You starting to ask me for this. You starting to try to hang out and stuff. Like nah, like let's keep it at a fan. You feel me?
Relationship,
at a distance. But advice, I say for anyone watching, just keep doing whatever you're doing because eventually something's gonna blow up. You feel me? You can't make 100 skits and not one of them gets popping. You feel me? So yeah, if you feel like you're doing whatever you're doing for no reason, you're not getting recognition right now, just keep pushing. Something's gonna blow up eventually.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Man, I feel like this podcast will not be, whole if I don't ask this question. What is success to you?
Success to me is just being able to influence people in a positive way without forcing it. You feel me? Because there's definitely people that overdo trying to be motivational and trying to be so real. Like, success to me is just genuinely influencing people in a positive way and being able to take care of your family.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Where can people reach you? Like they can't already.
You could. I mean, anybody can hit me up on Instagram at King Paul with 2 underscores at the end. KINGPAUL__. If I don't follow you back, you can't DM me on Twitter, but you can email me. Anybody can email me too. My personal email is P_OA. I don't even know why I said OA. P_OWE24 at yahoo.com. And my business email is P.OWE98 at yahoo.com.
You're gonna see him on Nickelodeon, Diggs commercial, Netflix, big things. I'm speaking big things in your life, my brother.
Yes, so.
When you graduate, the papers will just be coming with dollar lines, dotted sign. You will sign until your pen will run out. Your mother will be proud of you. My son has a degree. My son is on television.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul, appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. It's been dope. It's been dope.
Yeah.
Next week, who we got coming in the building?
Next week, we're sitting with Ambiola, aka Abby.
Mm-hmm.
She's the founder and CEO of B's Dance Workshop, focused on blending Afro beats and hip hop to create Afro hip hop dance movements.
She's out of Baltimore.
Just like she's out of the DMV. Let's just say the DMV.
Yeah.
And
it's like Easy.
Yeah, just like Easy. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, man. Like the friends that got the whole Afro trap thing.
Yeah.
You know, your music Afro trap.
Yeah.
You know, she's like blending that together. So we're definitely gonna learn.
Learn some new things next week. Yep. Yes, sir. Hey, it's been Stuck in the Middle podcast. Appreciate you for downloading this episode. It's been brought to you by Perfect Office Solutions, providing office space for entrepreneurs in the DMV area. Use promotion code SITM podcast. Let them know we sent you. You get 10% off on your monthly lease.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to review the show. Follow the show on all social platforms at SITM podcast. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Email us with referral questions and comments at SITMpodcast237@gmail.com. Hey, Reflex, man.
Yes, sir.
Happy Sunday to you, bro.
Happy Sunday, mate.
Thanks for watching, and we
out.
Thank you.